Hi everyone, this is Bill Vasco, founder of XO Coach and the Coaching Portfolio Guide. Today, I'm going to talk to you about 7 reasons why you need a coaching portfolio before applying for your next coaching job. So as many of you may know, I am the owner and operator of the Coaching Portfolio Guide, which is a website-based service that helps coaches prepare and develop their coaching portfolio to assist them during the job application process. The Coaching Portfolio Guide provides sample documents, instructions on how to create those documents, and also sample portfolios from other coaches. If you don't have a coaching portfolio and you're not sure why you need one, I'm going to talk to you about the 7 reasons why I believe you need a coaching portfolio. The first reason is that it gives you an opportunity to follow up with the head of the hiring committee, whether that be the athletic director, a head coach for an assistant position, or the head of the search committee. In most cases, when you apply for a position at a school, you will have to fill out an application through the school or organization's website. When you complete that application, it typically goes to the Human Resources Department, who then passes along the resume and application to the head of the hiring committee. So, if this is the process that you have to go through to apply for a job, what I recommend is, after applying, send a follow-up email to whoever the head of the hiring committee is. Send over a brief introductory email stating that you've applied for the position, why you're interested in the position, and then attach your resume as well as a PDF copy of your portfolio or a link to your PDF portfolio or website portfolio. If you have a digital portfolio that's website based, it's a good opportunity to show off those skills that you use to create that website. The next reason you need a coaching portfolio is that it gives you an opportunity to expand on your experiences and your philosophies as a coach. Your resume only gives you so much space to talk about these things. So, in most cases, what I recommend is you want to tease the reader with your cover letter to get them to read your resume. So, you then expand upon the things in your cover letter within your resume to show where you've coached, what duties you had, your title of your position, those kind of things. Also in your resume, you really want to expand upon your accomplishments and achievements. This is something I mention over and over to coaches when I review their resumes. It's the number one area coaches are lacking on their resume. You then want to use the resume as a teaser to your portfolio. So you're not going to have space to expand upon all of those achievements and accomplishments in your resume, and instead you want to do that in your portfolio. You also want to go into greater detail in your portfolio on how you actually achieved those accomplishments. Step-by-step plans. What type of things did you implement? How did you bring value to the program? All great areas that you can talk about and expand upon in your coaching portfolio. I recommend that a coaching portfolio be approximately 15 to 20 pages long. In some cases, it can be a little bit longer if you've got a lot of things that you want to discuss in your portfolio, or if you want to add samples of your playbook. I've seen some portfolios well over 100 pages long, but in most cases, should be somewhere around 20 pages. That will get across the message that you're trying to show to the hiring committee. The next reason I recommend having a portfolio is that it gives you an opportunity to show your organizational skills and attention to detail. It also gives you the opportunity to show your proficiency at using different types of technology, depending upon what type of format you create your portfolio in. So this is a really good opportunity to stand out from other candidates who don't submit a portfolio. It shows that you took the extra step to really demonstrate why you're the top candidate for this position. I still recommend that coaches take a hard copy of their portfolio to the interview process, even if you have a digital copy. This is a great opportunity to pass out something and put it in the hands of the hiring committee. What I strongly recommend, if you have the opportunity to do so, is that earlier in the day, get copies of the portfolio in the hands of everyone on the search committee that you'll be meeting throughout the day. That way, they have an opportunity to flip through it before they get to meet you and ask questions. If you don't have the chance to do that, I would only put out one copy of your portfolio during the interview so that everybody on the committee is paying attention to what you're talking about and not looking at your portfolio at that time. But still have extra copies of your portfolio in your backpack or briefcase and hand them out to everyone on the hiring committee afterwards. It may also be a good idea, if you know who's on the search committee, to send them a copy in advance. Again, it's a really good opportunity for them to learn more about you before the interview, and will also give them the opportunity to develop really good questions for you once you're on campus or at the school for the actual interview process. The next reason I recommend every coach have a portfolio is that it's an opportunity for you to demonstrate your philosophies on developing a program and also your staff structure. These are the types of things that most ADs and the heads of search committees will want to see. Things that you've taken the time to really think through and put down on paper to show how you're going to develop the overall program as a head coach. These are also good ideas for assistant coaches. Shows the head coach, if you're interviewing for an assistant position, that you've started thinking about these things. Especially if you're a coordinator, you're still going to be in charge of assistant coaches underneath you, so you want to talk a little bit about program and staff development, even as a coordinator position. The other part with this is that in most cases, you're going to use your portfolio on a regular basis, especially once you're a head coach. So not only is this a good way to get the position by showing your portfolio to the hiring committee, but it's a good resource to use once you get the position. I use my coaching portfolio on a regular basis with my assistants. It kind of lays out the framework, especially at the beginning of the year. If I have new assistant coaches or young assistant coaches, it gives them the opportunity to see what is important to me as a head coach and how exactly we're going to achieve our goals and what our expectations are as a coaching staff. So don't look at it as just a coaching portfolio. Look at your portfolio as a staff manual and a program manual as well. If you're a young coach or you lack overall coaching experience, a portfolio is a good way to show how you can bring value to a program, even though you may have not had a lot of opportunities so far. Even if you're a graduate right out of college, if you've got any type of playing, coaching, leadership experience, a short portfolio gives you the opportunity to show what you've done in the past. And again, as I mentioned earlier, it gives you the opportunity to develop some of the ideas that you have as a coach. Some of the things in my portfolio were developed in the early years of my coaching career, and they are things that I've expanded upon over the years. So don't be afraid and sit down and map out some of the philosophies, values, beliefs, principles that you have as a young coach, and put together some different types of documents that demonstrate those ideas. That way you have something, again, not only to take with you and show to a potential head coach that is looking to hire a young assistant, but again, you'll use this resource later on down the road to develop and enhance your ideas when you're potentially looking for a head coach position sometime in the future. A coaching portfolio will prepare you for those tough interview questions when it comes time. How so? Well, because you've spent so much time developing all of the philosophies and ideas, values, and principles that go into your coaching portfolio, you'll be really confident about any type of question that asks about these different types of things in the interview process. So trust me, you'll know what's in your portfolio front to back as you develop these documents, because you'll spend a lot of time creating them. A portfolio is not something you put together within a couple of hours. And because you're forced to really think about your philosophies and principles, it'll make the questions in the interview seem really easy. So there you have it. Those are the 7 reasons why I recommend every coach have a coaching portfolio. If you don't have a portfolio or you feel like your portfolio needs an update, then check out the Coaching Portfolio Guide at coachingportfolio.com. Again, you'll find instructions on how to create documents as well as sample documents and sample portfolios from other coaches. Check it out today and make sure your portfolio is ready for your next job interview.